What's going on, everybody? This is Ultimate Device Vids, and today in this video we're going to check out 10 brand new Cydia tweaks compatible with iOS 10 for August 2017. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So first up, we have Switcher CC. This tweak is free, and it combines the app switcher and the control center into one single view, as you can see right here. So of course we have the app switcher on the top, works the exact same way as we're all used to, and we have the control center on the bottom. So this is definitely, a concept that we've seen, in numerous other tweaks before, and this is just a new interpretation of that. As you can see right here, with the control center, we could just slide between the different pages, and this tweak definitely has a nice layout. You can see here's all the AirPlay, night shift, AirDrop, everything. Of course, the toggles page first, and the last page over here is the music page. And again, I think the layout is done very well. It's definitely, a clean look. So something I do recommend you do when you install this tweak is go into settings and open up Switcher CC and toggle on replace CC, because if you don't do that, when you slide up for the control center, you'll just get the normal control center, and when you double press the home button, you'll get the merge view. So if you want things to be a little bit more consistent, just enable replace CC, and now when you slide up, you'll get the merge view, and when you double press the home button, you'll also get the merge view. I just think that makes more sense for a tweak like this. But once again, this tweak is called Switcher CC. It allows you to merge the control center and the app switcher into one view. Next up, we have BlinkBadge. This one is free as well, and it allows you to basically have your badges on your home screen basically animate, as you can see right there on the App Store. Mine is to indicate that there is a badge to draw your attention to it. So just so you don't forget that you have notifications for an application. So as you can see right there, the App Store one is kind of blinking, and there's definitely a couple options if you go into the settings. So you could change the way that it looks. If we go ahead and open up BlinkBadge right here, you have a blink, bounce, spin, or wiggle, and you could also customize the animation duration there. Let's just change it to bounce, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. As you can see it right there now, as you can see, the badge is going to bounce just like that. And of course, you could try out the other animations yourself and see which one you like best. But once again, this is called BlinkBadge. It basically draws your attention to badges on your home screen with nice animations. Fuzzy will blur the lock screen when you have a notification on it. So as you can see here, I'm about to receive a notification, and there you can see the entire lock screen, wallpaper basically blurs just like this. Now, this is actually very similar to the way that iOS 9, 8, and 7 all perform. So with iOS 10, Apple removed the blur when there's a notification, but this tweak basically brings it back. And I think it's actually a very nice effect. I really like the blurred view. And of course, whenever you open up the notification or just clear it, you can see it'll go back to normal. And by the way, in these settings, there's various different styles of blur. As you can see right there, vibrant light, vibrant dark, dark. You could see which blur style you like best. But once again, this tweak is called Fuzzy. And following along with the trend of notification tweaks, we have TransparNC iOS 10. And this tweak will make the notifications transparent on your device, as you can see right here. And this actually goes very nice with Fuzzy. As you can see, it creates a nice look with these two tweaks working at the same time on the lock screen. However, TransparNC iOS 10 also works inside the notification center as well. As you can see right there, it takes in effect, there too. 3edgy5me is another notification-based tweak, and this tweak brings SA-style notifications to iOS. And basically, it works, as you can see here on the lock screen, we have these nice borders, basically, on the edge, and that just indicates with a new, visual method that we have a notification. So as you see there, it goes away after a second. And of course, you could also have it so it works on the home screen or, on the device when it's unlocked as well. As you can see right here, we have those same, borders around just like that. And then again, they disappear after a minute. So this tweak is highly customizable. If we go into the 3edgy5me preferences, you can enable or disable it. Go into customize, and there's various different customization options in here that you could, change to your liking. But once again, 3edgy5me available for free. Croutons iOS 9 and 10 improves the breadcrumb functionality in iOS. So if you guys don't know what breadcrumbs are, basically when you get redirected from one application to another application, for example, I just got redirected from the Safari application to the Messages application, iOS provides you with a back button in the corner. Apple introduced this with iOS 9, and normally, basically how it works is it'll go ahead and say the name of the application that you're going to go back to in the status bar. But this tweak actually improves that functionality, and it only shows the app icon of the app you're going back to. So as you can see right there, it's showing the icon for the Safari application. So it saves space in the status bar so things aren't so cramped up, and it also just looks better. And also sometimes breadcrumbs can apply to going forward to something, and of course this also works with that as well. So and again, it improves the breadcrumbs functionality, and it makes them look better. So once again, it's called Croutons for iOS 9 and iOS 10. Next, we have Force Touch Switcher. This one is free, and it allows you to customize the Force Touch, or 3D Touch option to get into the app switcher, on the device. So you could also use it to switch between, the recent two applications that you opened like this, as you can see, just like that. So if we go ahead and jump into the settings for the tweak, there's two options. You can completely disable the Switcher 3D Touch if you just don't like the feature. There's also extend Switcher 3D Touch, which allows you to extend it to the right side. So with this second toggle on, as you can see right there, I could use the other side now to get into the app switcher just like that. And of course, we could also use it to switch between the recent two apps, just like that as well. Now the physics is of course definitely different because it is the other side, but you could definitely get the hang of it. So again, you could extend it to the right side or disable it with this tweak. Just make sure you respring after you change any of these options. But once again, it's called Force Touch Switcher. Backspace Plus is free and it allows you to customize the speed of text deletion in iOS. So basically, you know how when you tap and hold on the delete button when you have a bunch of text, and if you keep holding it, it'll basically it'll start deleting slower, then it'll speed up the more you hold the button. Well, this tweak allows you to customize that speed to your liking, so you can make it faster or slower. So if we jump into the Backspace Plus settings, you can enable or disable the tweak, and then you have the deletion speed. So basically you have this slider here. The further it is to the right, the faster it gets, and if you go further left, it's going to be slower. So I have it set all the way over here, so it should be pretty slow for me. Then just respring for the changes to take an effect. All right, so I'm just going to jump into messages now, and I have a long message prepared. And as you can see here, when I tap and hold on this button, you can see right there, normally in iOS, it would just start jumping to delete the text much, much faster. But as you can see right there, it's going at a steady pace now, as you can see, and it's definitely much slower. So, if you accidentally find yourself deleting messages or deleting blocks of text, this could allow you to, slow things down. But you could also speed it up. If you move the slider the other way, you can make it, very rapid. So once again, it's called Backspace Plus. It allows you to customize the text deletion speed. This is definitely something that I've wanted for a while, actually. I'm often frustrated at how, fast the iOS basically deletes text. Black status bar allows you to, add a black status bar to your device, and it also allows you to customize the color of the different elements within the status bar. So this could be useful if you're, if you have a theme on your device and you're trying to make the status bar match. Maybe you just prefer this for whatever reason. So we jump into settings, we go into black status bar. Of course, you have the ability to enable the black status bar. Then you have the status bar icon text colors. So as you see, you have all the different colors here. I'm just going to go ahead and toggle on red for this example. We'll go back and just go ahead and respring. Now, there's also an option, show status bar in switcher, if you want to do that. We'll just go ahead and respring. All right, now as you can see, the change did take an effect. The status bar is black, and we have the red, basically indicators, red icons, and things like that in there. So again, this could go great with a certain theme that you might have on your device. And of course, it takes an effect when we go ahead and jump into apps and things of that nature as well, as you can see it right there. So once again, this is called a black status bar. NoMessageButtons is free, and it allows you to hide different buttons from the Messages application. So as you can see, down here at the bottom, we have the camera, photo button, we have the digital touch button, the App Store button for iMessage apps, and we have the microphone button. So we also have the arrow when we go ahead and expand it. But if you guys want to hide any of those things, this tweak will allow you to do that. So if we go ahead and jump over to settings and go to NoMessageButtons, you have the enable or disable, toggle for the tweak in general. Then you have all the things. So the arrow button, the audio button, App Store button, digital touch button, and photo button. So we're just going to go ahead and disable audio, App Store, and digital touch. So we'll just leave the photo button and the arrow button enabled. So now let's go ahead and go back over to messages. We'll open up a thread. And there, as you can see, just like that, it got rid of all the ones that I didn't want, and I just have the camera there. And so it's definitely a cleaner look. Of course, we still have the arrow as well if I want to access, the camera, which is the only one that I left. But once again, this tweak is called NoMessageButtons. It's available for free. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed these tweaks. If you did, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos. Also, make sure to follow the channel on Twitter and like it on Facebook. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.